So good day to each and everyone. I am Brian Kayadam, and my reaction video from the group 1. So for my reaction to group 1's report about human capital development, I think very important talaga yung topic nila. It because it focuses on improving people's skills, knowledge, health, and overall well-being. So first, yung part about education. I agree sa sinabi ni Monique na education is the foundation of development. So kapag may access ang mga tao sa quality education, mas nagiging prepared sila for jobs and future opportunities. So maganda rin yung binanggit nila ang importance ng STEM subject at paggamit ng technology because we are already living in a digital world. Second, sa workforce training, important din ito kasi hindi sapat na may education lang. Kailangan din ng continuous learning tulad ng training, certifications, at skills development. So because of the changes ng ating industries, kailangan din ng mag-upskills at reskill ng workers para makasabay sa demands ng trabaho. Third is about sa healthcare. Tama rin yung kapag healthy ang population, mas productive ang workforce. Kung may access ang mga tao sa healthcare services tulad ng immunization, treatment, and medical support, mas nagiging efficient sila sa work at mas gumaganda ang quality of life. So lastly, yung safety. Yung public safety is about or mahalaga siya kasi kapag safe ang environment ng isang community, mas nagiging stable ang society. Mas nagiging comfortable ang mga tao na mag-work, magnegosyo, at mag-develop ng kanilang sarili. So overall, I think the report of Group 1 clearly explained that human capital development is not only about education, but also about training, health, and safety. So kapag pinagsama-sama ang mga ito, mas nagiging strong ang economy at mas nagkakaroon ng social progress ang isang bansa or the Philippines. Yes. So next, for my reaction to Group 2's report about metrics of development. So I think their topic is very important because these metrics help us measure if a country is really developing or not. So first is the GDP or gross domestic product. This measures the total value of goods and services produced in a country. So it helps us to understand how big and how active the economy is. However, kahit mataas ang GDP, it doesn't mean na lahat ng tao sa country ay may magandang buhay, ay may magandang quality of life. So next is per capita disposable income, which shows the average income that people can actually use after taxes. So this is important because it reflects the financial capacity of individuals to spend on basic needs like food, education, and healthcare. So another important metric is the Gini coefficient, which measures inequality. So I think this is very relevant because even if the economy grows, if the income distribution is very unequal, many people may still experience poverty. So it is so sad, diba? So kaya importante din na hindi lang growth yung tinitignan, kundi pati yung fairness sa distribution ng income. So lastly, the urbanization rate tells how many people live in the urban areas. So this usually shows modernization and economy development. But at the same time, mabilis na urbanization can also create problems like overcrowding, traffic, and lack of housing. So the report of Group 2 explained that development is not measured by one indicator only. Instead, we need different metrics to fully understand the economic and social condition of a country. So thank you, and that's all.